prospective math students. Yeah, as JD said, my name is Lance Littlejohn. I'm a professor in the mathematics department. I was chair for about 12 and a half years, and I stepped down a couple of years ago. So, you know, I know a thing or two about the mathematics programs. I got to tell you that one of my most favorite things to do as chair of the department was to sit down with prospective students and their parents and talk about our programs. I don't think there was a duty that I liked more than sitting down with students face to face. So Zooming, well, it's the next best thing, right? So look, let me tell you a few things about the department. I'm going to try to go as slow as I can, but it's going to seem kind of rushed. It's going to look like I'm going to go through this at breakneck speed, but please note that when I get to the very last slide, it has my email address together with the email address of our undergraduate director, Dr. John Davis. Feel free to send me an email if you would like a copy of the slides, and then you could peruse through the slides, you know, at your own pace. Okay, so, you know, like all departments on campus, and let me just tell you about the mission of the Department of Mathematics. It's to provide quality mathematics instruction at all levels and to make significant contributions to the discovery and dissemination of mathematical knowledge, and to develop within a Christian environment ethical scholars, skilled professionals, and educated leaders who are sensitive to the needs of society. Let me just give you a little bit of information about our faculty. So we're about 40 faculty strong. Now, this means we've got about 23 or 24 tenured or tenure track. So these are assistant, associate, and full professors. We have 8 or 9 lecturers, and we have several temporary full-time people that we need to teach, you know, the vast number of courses that we've got to teach at the undergraduate level. Now, I'm going to brag here just for a moment. I don't think there's another math department in this country that can make claim that they have 3 faculty members who represented their countries in the International Math Olympiad. We've got 3 in our department, okay? And keep that in mind if you are thinking about doing undergraduate research or doing what's called the Putnam examination. We've got terrific trainers for doing Olympiad type problems and those types of examinations. Now, more to the point about our program. So we offer a BA in mathematics, as well as 2 options at the Bachelor of Science level. At the graduate level, we offer a PhD program, and it really should say in there too that we offer a master's level. We get students to enroll in our PhD program, but they can leave after they've completed the requirements of a master's degree. We're a very active department when it comes to research, okay? Now, I don't want any student out there to be worried about the fact that we're very research active. We also know our primary duty here at Baylor is to teach the undergraduate students, and we are very strong on that. And I'll talk more about that towards the end of this presentation. But we are very strongly represented in algebra, analysis, differential equations, numerical analysis, and applied mathematics in general, mathematical physics, and topology. Now, when I arrived as chair in 2007, we had about 70, maybe 75 math majors. But we've really worked on this, and we've now grown that to about 160 math majors and secondary majors, okay? So it's a very large undergraduate program that we have. And in addition to that, we have about 300 minors, which I'll address later on as well. Okay. All right, so one of our options, one of our tracks is the BA in pure mathematics. Just quickly, this is just 33 semester hours. So that translates to 11 math courses, selected math courses. So including Cal 1, Cal 2, and upper division classes, okay? And then also for the requirements of the pure math BA degree, you'll need 12 semester hours in the lab sciences and 18 semester hours or 6 classes in the social sciences, okay? Now here's kind of a breakdown of our classes. So these are kind of our core math courses, but I emphasize that we offer all kinds of other courses, usually in the springtime, okay? And furthermore, there's various reading classes that we offer. So in the freshman and sophomore years, it's very typical for a math major to do our full calculus sequence. I'll talk more about that in regards to the AP exam shortly. So Cal 1, Cal 2, Cal 3 are required courses for math majors. Linear algebra, which I'm teaching right now, is a required class, along with foundations of mathematics. Now, foundations is kind of an introduction to proofs, like, you know, for example, prove that the square root of 2 is irrational. So you'll take that class as soon as you can, just to learn the basics of how to do a correct proof. Then the junior year, you'll do an introduction to analysis. I guess the best way to describe that is you'll go back and redo Cal 1 and Cal 2, but from a very rigorous point of view. For example, in Cal 1, you would study the intermediate value theorem or the mean value theorem, but likely you wouldn't see a proof of it. Well, in Intro to Analysis, you will prove it, okay? So it's very rigorous, this class here, and it's a fun class. You'll also do combinatorics and algebra, which is a hoot of a class to take. You'll learn all kinds of combinations, do some probability, some basic algebra in that class. You'll also do classes in ordinary and partial differential equations. Now, these are at the 3300 level, so that translates to the junior level, okay? And then for students that really want to concentrate on being elementary or secondary education teachers, there's a math modeling class that is very, very valuable. In the senior year, we offered, you know, the standard advanced calculus, abstract algebra, functions of complex variables. I urge every student to do the complex variables class. Numerical analysis. On alternate years, I teach the number theory and the cryptology class, okay? And then, like I said, there's plenty of other classes that we add in there as well. But these are kind of our core classes that we offer well, except for cryptology and number theory, they're every other year, they alternate. Okay, now one of our flagship programs is our BS Pure Mathematics degree. This is one where we've got probably the most majors. Well, it's kind of tied with the one I'm going to be talking about next. So this is 39 semester hours. So that translates to 13 math classes, okay? Now that includes 27 semester hours of upper level math courses. And then along with 8 semester hours of lab sciences that you must take for, you know, to meet the requirements of a BS in pure math. So our other flagship program is the BS in applied math. This has become more and more popular every single year, okay? It's also 13 classes or 39 semester hours. Now the difference between the previous BS in pure mathematics with this one in applied math is this is more honed to applications of mathematics. It's a little less theory that you'll get in the applied math track, okay? So here you could take some stat classes, you could do math modeling, you could do a lot of applied math courses that we offer, which are less theoretical and more computer oriented, okay? Of course, then there's the 8 semester lab science hours to fulfill the requirements there. Okay, yes, I mentioned we have about 300 minors, okay? Now they're predominantly engineering students. So if somebody is a mechanical or an electrical engineering student, they will automatically earn a minor in mathematics, okay? Because they all have to take 21 semester hours of core math classes, okay? But also there's law students, and there's students that want to become medical doctors, that will minor in math. I know for myself, years ago, when I was an undergraduate student, I wanted to become a medical doctor. So at the time I was told to pick a very, challenging major. And so I picked mathematics. But I tell you what, along the way, I fell in love with math, and I said, the heck with going into medicine. I mean, I love mathematics that much, but we do see a lot of students that want to become medical doctors, either major or minor in mathematics. Okay, now here's something that's, it's probably 10 years old, okay? It's called the secondary major in mathematics. Baylor has a funny, quirky rule where it's not possible to double major in two subjects that are held in different colleges on campus. Okay, why? I've asked that question many times. For example, you cannot double major in computer science and mathematics, okay? Because computer science is in the College of Engineering and mathematics is in the College of Arts and Sciences. So the way we got around this was ingenious. So we introduced what's called the secondary major. So this is 33 semester hours. So not 39 like our core tracks. It's 33 semester hours, and that includes 27 semester hours of upper level classes that, I list some of the courses that you've got to take there, okay? So it's not quite a pure math option or an applied math option, but it's close enough. In fact, if you do a secondary major in mathematics and decide that you love mathematics so much that you want to go to graduate school in mathematics, you've got just enough with the secondary major to enter graduate school, okay? It's a terrific addition to our catalog of classes. All right, what do mathematicians do? Now this delicious looking pie you're seeing, I think this is countrywide, so this isn't specific for Baylor, but it kind of tells you where students go once they have a degree, an undergraduate degree in mathematics. Okay, so they go all over the place. I'll talk more about that, I think, in the next slide, but you can see it's very varied. Students really can enter business or industry from several sectors here, okay? In fact, this next one here, and if I'm going too fast, remember, just email me and I'll send you these slides, okay? So just in the last few years, we've made this table here on where our undergraduates have gone, okay? Now, I want to add to that, while I was chair, we sent several students to the National Security Agency. We sent several students to the CIA. We sent several students to think tanks in Washington. Now why? Well, I'm going to make this pitch again at the end, but a math degree is a terrific degree to get you guys. It's a terrific degree. And the reason is we're going to teach you guys to think logically. And business, industry, government, they love when students can think logically, okay? And so they will jump at the chance of hiring a mathematician. You may not be trained to do the job that you're being hired for, but they're going to hire you because of that mathematics degree. I can't emphasize that enough, okay? All right, now, if you go to our department webpage, and it's easy to get to, just go to the main Baylor, Baylor.edu webpage and /math, or Google Baylor Mathematics, okay? And when you pull up the website for the mathematics department, on the left-hand panel, you'll see a link to scholarships, okay? And you'll see all of these scholarships listed once you click on that link. The reason I say this is every year, the mathematics department gives out, I'm going to say about $130,000 in addition to scholarships that Baylor will offer you to come to Baylor, okay? So this could be an extra $3,000 for a student or $5,000 extra for a student. So, we try to give a lot of money to our majors, and every year, it's around $130,000 from these gracious people who have these endowed scholarships. So, please spend some time looking at our scholarship page and deadlines and whatnot, especially if you're a senior, okay? I think applications are due in usually March, okay, if students are going to be coming to Baylor in the fall. Okay, so why study mathematics? I tell you what, I can't emphasize enough how I'm so proud of my faculty. We have an open door policy with our students, okay? If students need help, we've got, faculty willing to meet with students most hours of the day, okay? They are so good. I mean, I'm so proud of these guys. And I tell you what, we've got some world-class people in the mathematics department. Like I told you before, we've got 3 people on faculty who represented their countries in the International Math Olympiad. Plus, we've got world-class people that have endowed chairs in the department and honorary degrees from other universities and very established research records, but they love to teach. Another thing that I really like about our department is our small class sizes. The freshman years, they can hover around 40, but once you get to sophomore and above, these classes are well under 30. Junior and senior level math classes are probably 10 to 15. We've got technology. We've got beautiful rooms that are well equipped with technology. And like I said earlier, we've got lots of very good access to our professors. One thing you'll want to check out if you're looking, for an undergraduate school to study mathematics is, what's the school going to be like when it comes to undergraduate research? And I think Baylor is so very good at getting undergraduates involved with their professors to do actual research while they're undergraduate students, okay? We've got faculty that are very eager and willing to work with undergraduate students. We offer many special topics classes, besides that list of core courses that I listed before. And furthermore, I can say this, the Baylor graduates, if they decide to go on to graduate programs, we send them out to the very, very best graduate schools, okay? Again, something I'm very, very proud of. Okay, now, if you're doing AB or BC calculus, this is what we do. So if you get a 4 or a 5 in the AB calculus exam, we give you credit for calculus 1. If you get a 3 or above in the BC exam, we'll give you credits for Cal 1 and Cal 2, okay? And then, if you're taking courses concurrently at colleges, what I'll ask you to do is talk to Dr. John Davis, our undergraduate director, about, getting credit for those classes. We're usually very good about doing that, but the classes that you take must satisfy our requirements, but usually that's accomplished. We have a long list of classes that we accept from various Texas and neighboring states, math courses that they teach at community colleges and whatnot. Okay, there's a few bullet points I've mentioned about math education. Education majors who are secondary specialists in mathematics are almost always mathematics majors. So we involve them in all of our core math classes. And here's something that we've just done in the last, I'd say 6 or 7 years, actually while I was chair. So we offer BA and BS degrees that have the option for a concentration in math education, which includes secondary teacher certification. So that's relatively new. So if you decide towards the end that you want to become a secondary teacher, then we can put you in a track to get you certification before you graduate, okay? All right, so there's my email address. So I'm Lance_Littlejohn@Baylor.edu. And then Dr. John Davis is John_M_Davis@Baylor.edu. And there's our webpage for the for the department. Now, based on that, I think I will open it up to some questions. So I'm at the end of my spiel